Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
Lola.
And we're watching Attack on Titan. Why did I say it like this?
I don't know, because it's
like
stressful.
Scared.
Because we are.
Now I think the storm is coming.
The what?
The storm is coming.
Was it not here?
Yeah.
We're not bathing in the storm already?
No, in my opinion, we had last 3, I would say, episodes after the funeral where things have calmed down a bit. They gave us more informations,
I mean, there was an explosion in the last episode, so I guess,
No, I would not.
That's calm for us.
Yeah, that's calm for us. I mean, in my opinion, because we had to have a little time to see where all our characters are after the battle, after everything that happened in the beginning of this season. I think I said in the last episode, this is the last episode, that is gonna be calm before the storm, and I honestly do believe that in this episode, or at least at the end of this episode, we're going. And something is gonna happen.
I mean, considering that the last episode did end with Eren leaving the prison and coming together with the Jaegerists, or whatever they're called, it's here. Whatever we're doing, it's here.
The thing I'm very interested to find out is Eren will forgive us.
Eren will understand.
I will understand. Yeah, Eren will understand.
I don't know if they were talking, because in the beginning, the previous episode, what's his name, Zachary, was talking about how Eren is brainwashed by Zeke, and so I don't know if Armin was like, oh no way, Eren, like Armin believed it, I think.
Please
so I don't
believe it.
So I mean, because then you're gonna get hurt again. You're gonna get hurt again.
Eren is everything but brainwashed. That boy knows what he's doing perfectly. Yeah. He has a complete goal in his mind, and when he's hurting, making you do whatever you do. At least in his mind, he thinks he is saving you. Let's say. Yeah.
So like he is doing it for you. Should he be doing it? I don't know.
Should he be doing it? Is it gonna be good after? I have no idea. We'll see.
And so, like, I don't know if Armin meant, like, along the lines of, like, if we explain to Eren that this is Zeke brainwashing him, he will understand, I don't know if he meant along those lines, because, again, boy, you're gonna get disappointed. Truly, no one let me see a scene between the 3 of them. I'm not ready for it today.
I think it's coming.
I don't want it.
I think it's coming.
I do not want it.
I don't know how it's gonna go. I think it's gonna be... I think it's gonna go horribly, but there is no way for it to not go horribly, because Eren will never let them know his plan, so he's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, once he will never let them understand this.
No, he will never tell them anything, and they're gonna try to understand it desperately, and he will push them away even more. So yeah, and I think we're coming to it. I don't know if it's gonna happen in this episode. It could possibly happen, or in the next one.
I mean, they are on their way, so like I don't know. Look, we do only have so many episodes.
Yeah, we're on 13.
Like I'm
so
not even
have
because of
4.
Because I'm dreading every episode so much. I'm not even thinking that like we only have so little left. Yeah. And I don't know what to do afterwards.
But I love watching this. This season is, I feel, for me, lasts much longer than any season before this one, because we're literally watching it one episode by one episode. Yeah. In the last season, yes, time-wise, we watched it as long as this one, but like we watched sometimes 4 episodes in a row, and then a week later 4 episodes again, Yeah. So even though we have been posting them like the same amount of time a week, I feel like we're watching this season so slowly, and it's lasting longer, and I love to do that.
Again, I think
it's the only way I feel like we are able to watch this season.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way for us to, because again, I think there is a lot to take in. And so every time I finish an episode, I'm like, okay, I need a break of days. I need days.
Yes, and what I want to say, it's changing the subject. We're gonna go back if you want. But what I want to say is that I've been thinking about who came from warriors into our.
Okay.
And first, I thought, because like we know that Annie is gonna wake up soon. Is Rainer gonna be able to wake up
you think that she's gonna wake up when like
soon
they come to save her, let's say?
Well, in next few episodes, maybe not this one, but like 14, 15. So First, I thought, is Rainer gonna be able to wake her up? But then, remember that they have the Titan jaw.
But I don't think he can bite down on that without killing her.
I do believe he can, because...
Why? Because when he bit down on the Warhammer Titan, she died.
I think there is a possibility for that to happen.
I just don't know, like, Annie in her form right now. Is she aware of her surroundings? Like,
me neither.
Because, like, if she is aware of her surroundings, then she can just, like, snap. She has to be aware, because, like, how are you gonna ever wake up if you're not aware?
Well, I don't know.
If she's aware of her surroundings and then she feels like that her people, let's say, I mean, she doesn't even consider them her people. She has no people. But that someone is here, does she then just
I don't know.
wake up?
First, I thought it's gonna be Rainer, because like they've been through so much. I don't know.
I mean, they're come here together.
Yeah, and then I thought maybe just that. Then I thought maybe she's not aware of anything around her, so like they're gonna be able to somehow wake her up the way like that guy biting jaw. Yeah, I mean taking her first and then somewhere biting. Enough not to kill her. I don't know,
maybe, but like I feel like she is being guarded. Like Armin is there, the girl is there. I feel like she's being guarded.
I don't think that's impossible to happen, honestly.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
I really don't believe that.
I don't
Armin
know.
is not there, and not gonna be there soon. Armin's gonna go and talk to...
Armin is on his way
and I think Warrior's capable enough to fight few scouts.
Are they all gonna come to the same place? Because our guys are heading towards either Historia or Zeke, because that's where Eren's heading. I mean, Eren asked where Zeke is, so like one would assume that he would go to Zeke, but like who knows? And they're going to either Historia or Zeke, and our children, I mean Falco and Gabby, are with the
Sasha's
family and went to have lunch. But is that where Historia lives? Is that where they went?
Maybe. But like Historia and Zeke are not in the same place.
No, they're not in the same place. But who knows where Eren is heading? And like the warriors are here to also save the kids.
Yeah, mainly kids.
So I mean, they're here. I mean, there are so little of them. So I mean, the only thing you can do is like honestly, if you save kids and get out of they're alive, you have succeeded, people.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're all heading in the same place.
So Zeke is with Levi.
Again.
Still think with wine. We still
I don't know what it is.
Don't know what that is.
I still don't understand, like, what could there be in wine that doesn't act immediately? Like, maybe poison, you just give small doses and over time, but still, you can't guarantee that everyone's going to be affected at the same time by the poison. So I don't think it's that. But then at the same time, how could it be the serum? Because the serum works right away. Nothing in my mind, nothing works, but there is something happening with the wine. Oh, also, I was editing the last episode after Zachary was blown up and everything, and they were like, we don't know who to trust. One of the people from Eldia said, like, to Hanji, someone in front of me could have a bomb right now. And I didn't even notice this while watching, but we went to the face of the woman.
Somebody even commented that.
They did?
It was the direction.
Well, I did, but I didn't read the comments.
Yes.
Like, that's what I saw while editing, that they went to her face. And I was like...
but who is that girl?
I mean, she is...
that the girl... We know that girl.
The woman?
Yeah, the woman.
I mean, she is the head of the family that's, like, related to Mikasa.
Okay, yeah, then somebody said that.
We could assume that she is, like, on Zeke's side, because, I mean, Zeke is the one who brought her here. This could all be a part of the plan that, again, we still don't know what's
the
exactly
only thing
happening.
That's confusing me is his name Nicola? Because he's the one who is handing the wine, and I remember the face looked a bit creepy when he was here, like, here you this wine, and I don't think he's on the side of Zeke completely, I mean, he is.
I don't know why he would be on Zeke's side.
I think he loved our guys.
Yeah.
He liked Sasha. He's the one who's confusing me there.
That was my question as well. Like when we finished that episode, I was like, why would he be?
Yeah, I really can't.
Why would he be the one?
Really
because what side are you on? Like,
I
don't understand why he would be like on the side of Zeke or Yelena or whatever, and not like, let's say, our guys or just Marley's. Again, if I have some confrontations, but honestly, I don't want this episode. If I have to see anything like Rain or let's say seeing our guys, I will die.
I don't think that's happening soon.
If I have to see Eren with anyone, I will fucking die.
Well, only the only one who I expect Eren to see with is Zeke, maybe.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That would be fucking interesting, but maybe they're gonna prolong it to give us later, like episode 16 or something like that. Thank God we don't have to wait a year.
Just have to wait a month.
A month, yeah.
Until the second half of the season is, and then from as far as we're aware, what people have told us, there might be a movie or might not be a movie. Because people don't think like the entire manga is gonna get, how do you say it, like portrayed in the show, and that like the rest of it is gonna come afterwards. Because they need time to animate.
I'm honestly hopeful.
I don't wanna wait for it at all, but like as long take however much time you need. Because I guess like this season got a lot of, as far as I'm aware, got a lot of like shit because of the animation, because the studio, not the studio, but like the executives were hurrying up the studio, and so like they couldn't really finish much in terms of like animation, which is very sad, because the story is so good, and like having people just talk about like how, oh, this animation isn't good or whatever, it's just such a waste.
But did they made it better in Blu-ray version?
Yeah. I think we're watching the better version. Yeah, like I don't know what the original was. Like I've heard like even when I didn't know anything about Attack on Titan before we watched it, like even on my Twitter where I don't follow anyone, it was like a big deal, because people weren't talking about like the show as in like what the show is. They were just like talking about that thing of, people were working during COVID and everything, so like it couldn't come together, and the studio was rushing it.
Because in our version, what we are watching, in my opinion, the animation is great. It's great. Amazing. So I also don't know how many episodes they're gonna make. Like
I don't think there's confirmation for that either.
Yeah, because from what people said, like in chapters in manga, there should be like, let's say 14 more episodes in this season.
14.
Let's say. Okay. Like we have more, like they did more than half of the manga, like part, like the
remaining
like 12 to 14, something like that.
But like, are we gonna know before the season starts, or are we just gonna be watching the season not knowing if it ends?
Yeah, because if they're gonna leave it to the movie, then God knows it can be 5 episodes. If they're gonna leave a lot of the story to the movie,
who knows?
Then it can be like just few episodes.
I guess that is a thing that like they're gonna definitely tell us before the season starts.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay, basically that's where we left off. I am afraid of everything. I don't want to play it because like God knows what's gonna happen. Eren is free. Are they gonna do the rumbling? Like, are they gonna test the rumbling?
I honestly can't imagine that.
Me neither, but like I can't imagine a lot of things that are like supposed to be happening, but like I can't imagine them.
That is the most unrealistic one that I can imagine.
Rumbling? Right.
Yeah, in this episode, like just
imagine.
I would be mad.
If we see the rumbling, it has to be the last episode of this season. There's no fucking way that we see it before, right?
I would be even shocked back then, because I expect rumbling to happen in this show. So like,
I expect rumbling to happen as like the final, let's say, nail in the coffin.
But they should.
That Eren wants to do.
But when you think
to
about
become the full anime of the world.
But when you think about it, they should test it before trying.
Of course, but I just can't even fucking.
Me neither.
I don't know what it looks like. I'm so curious to see what the rumbling looks like.
Honestly, I'm hoping to see. I can't wait to go to Zeke, because first I want to find out more about Zeke, and second because Levi is there, and Levi hasn't been this season. Like, how many times we see him? Maybe once.
Yeah.
And I miss my boy.
Let's play. I hate these flowers. I hate these flowers, and I hate the birds. Oh no, this is quite literally a calm before the storm. Is the rumbling?
Is this Zeke's voice? What? That's before.
Now we know. I love
my
you.
boy, my
I
love.
love you.
That's him.
本当にエルディアを救うつもりなのか知らねえが、党の人命に興味がねえのは確かで。お前モテねえだろ。勝手に人の気持ちを分かった気になるなよ。わかるさ。
You know, I just realized Connie has lost everyone. Connie has lost his family in this village, and he has lost his twin, the only person he has is John, and John, I love you, but like, that poor boy, he only has you. I mean, look, he has the rest of our guys,
Yeah,
but like,
my opinion is that
everyone that he loved the most in this
yes,
world.
he has that. Because he's gonna lose everyone as well.
Okay, let's not. Let's just stop, you know?
Children of the forest.
Children of the forest. Gabby and Falco, but they're not in the forest.
Oh, look at Gabby. Look at them. They're the cutest.
And the moment that she learns that the girl she killed is like,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I can't wait to see her reaction.
Look at her. Sasha's family is the most pure thing.
お姉ちゃんはブラウスさんの娘で兵士だったの。お墓に来てくれたニコロさんがお姉ちゃんに食べてもらうはずだった料理を振る舞わせてほしいって。私、二人が恋人同士だったと思って。
That's even more sad.
Are Marley in love with an alien?
But like nobody has ever treated them this nice. Like never in their entire life. Gabby. Oh. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
There's no way to see her.
Fine. Yeah. Why? Why are they focusing on it?
Stop him. Stop him from drinking that. No, you don't. Put it down.
Interesting. Fuck.
But he would actually side with Zeke because he lost Sasha as well. I mean, but that just happened. But yeah, he lost Sasha.
Where's the thing?
お前の立場は捕虜の分際でってかな。これでおあいこだな、エルディア人。どうしたんだ
My boys.
My boys!
I love you the most.
Honestly.
Oh my god, but she killed Sasha. I don't know.
Yeah, she literally killed.
私たちはマーレから来ました。戦士候補生です。
Literally. Oh, I gotta feel sick.
レベリオクが島の悪魔どもに奇襲を受けたんです。私たちは退却する敵の飛行船に飛び乗ったままこの島
Oh,
に上
try to
陸しま
fuck
した。
up now. Oh, he knows who killed Sasha. Oh.
はい、仕留めました。ですがまだ数匹駆除した程度。私たちの国家が蹂躙した報復はこれからです。私たちは卑怯な悪魔どもには絶叫せ。何よ。
What is the one? Falco, boy, I swear to God, stop doing this. Did he drink? What the fuck?
まだガキですが、厳しく訓練されたマーレな兵士です。娘を。ブラウスさん、どうぞ。あなたが殺さないなら俺が殺しますが、構いませんね。大変だ。来てくれみんな。何？
Что слышала? Что с какой курс слышала?
どういうことだニコロ。そいつは逃亡中と聞いていた。お前何しようとしてんだ。おいヨルナそれただサシャの敵を撃つだけだ。そこも無だ。
ファルコは違うの。
この坊主はお前の何だ。お前をかぶってこうなってるな。お前の大事な人が俺にも大事な人がいた。エルディア人だ。悪魔の末裔だ。だが彼女は誰よりも俺の料理をうまさまに食った。このクソみたいな生存から俺を救ってくれたんだ。人を喜ばせる料理を作るのが本当の俺なんだと教えてくれた。それがサシャ・ブラウス。お前に生まれた彼女の名前だ。
私だって大事な人たちを殺された。そのサシャ・ブラウスに撃ち殺された。だから報復してやった。先に殺したのはそっちだ。
知るかよどっちが先とか。
目を覚まして。あなたはマーレの兵士でしょ。きっとその悪魔の女に惑わされてる。悪魔なんかに負けないで。
ニコロ君包丁を渡しなさい。さあ
そこまでです、ブラウス。ハムも降りてくださ
サシャは狩人やった。
い。はい。
5年頃から弓を教えて森で獣を置いて殺して食うてきた。同じ生き方が続けられん時代が来ることは分かったんだから、サシャを森から外に生かした。で、世界はつながり、兵士になったサシャはよその土地にすぐ行き人を撃ち、人に撃たれた。結局森を出たつもりが、世界は命の奪い合いを続ける巨大な森の中やったんや。サシャが殺されたのは森をさまようたからやと思うとる。せめて子供たちはこの森から出してやらんといかん。そうやないとまた同じところをくるくる回るだけやろう。だから過去の罪や憎しみを背負うのは我々大人の責任だ。
ニコロさん、弁護を話しなさい。
よし、リサ、ゆっくり動かすんや。
怪我を見せて。
いや、大丈夫。
本当に私が憎くない。
ハンジさん、そのガキの口をゆすいでやってくれ。あのワインが入っちまった。
え？
もう手遅れだと思うけ
あ
ど。
のワインには何が入っていたの？
多分ジークの脊髄液だ。今壁内は実質的にイエーガー派によって支配されています。全てはジークがエレンやイェレナを介して実行した一連の工作ではないかと。
How does it not work right away? I just don't get it. Is it because it's diluted so much?
Zeke's trial to it. Does that make some difference?
Zeke's, maybe that's the people he can turn to
Yeah,
tyrants,
maybe
because
Zeke
it's
can
his...
control them.
エレンを他のやつに食わせるつもりなんだろう。
I'm sorry, I have to go back. I don't know what you just said.
Literally.
イエーガー派の要求通り、エレ
Okay.
ンをジークの元まで案内する手はずとなっております。フィ
Okay.
リクシエスにおとなしく従うって。エレンを他のやつに食わせるつもりなんだろう。
Okay.
Oh, big shit. Okay,
Okay.
俺
yeah.
たちの手で
I was like, doesn't make sense
Yeah,
for Zeke to
me
be
neither.
big shit, yeah.
エレンの命を何度も救った。その度に何人もの仲間が死んだ。
Okay.
それが人類が生き残る希望だと信じて、そう信じた結果がこのざまだ。
Boy.
まるでひでえ冗談だな。 俺たちが見てた希望ってのは一体何だったんだ。あの死闘の結果がこの茶番だと。
Eu é paca.
ふざけるな。冗談じゃ。巨人に食わせるべきクソ野郎は他にいる。どういうことだ。ワインに地域の脊髄液が入ったって。兵団組織高官らに優先して振る舞うよう言われたんだ。誰がだよ。イエレナだ。俺の知る限りじゃあいつだけがそう働きかけてた。ジークの脊髄液を飲んだエルディア人は硬直するんだろう。
ジークがそう言っただけだ。誰もその現場を見たわけじゃない。
It's about turning them into titans. Please, I hope you
たった一言で済むその嘘の効果は絶大だ。
マーレは敵国の首都を一晩で落とした。
I really hope they just somehow got it out of Falco system. Is it possible? It's impossible.
兵団のお偉方に飲ませなきゃいけないのか。さっき俺からあのワインを取り上げたのは俺たちを守るためか。さあ何をやってんだろうな俺は。
This guy's lost.
悪魔の島を調査して世界を救うつもりがこんなことをばらしちまったら長生きなんてできねえだろうに。あなたみたいにはまだ俺はなれないけど、これがせめてもの償いになれば。子供を殺すなんてどうかしてました。
なんで私を守ったの。別に理由があったわけじゃない。あんたたちの大切な仲間を殺したのは私。看守を石でめった打ちにしたのも私。能力は違うから殺すのは私だけでいいでしょ。殺さないよ。私を殺したくて仕方ないんでしょ。殺したくないよ。殺すって君はそればっかりだね。誰かとそっくりだ。
Milena umreću. What? Milena ne mogu pogledati ekran.
His hand is cut. His hand is cut. He's pretending like he's gonna turn. You know, if they don't listen to him or something like that. I died. My legs. I don't fucking feel my legs.
Još sam tala da kažem, oni sede u ovoj sobi sa Gabi koja je meni kao Eren iz prve sezone.
And Armin said, just like someone I know.
Ja ne mogu pustiti malo. Što je crni ekran? Što se dešava?
I don't know if it's gonna end. Maybe it's gonna end.
殺さないよ。私を殺したくて仕方ないんでしょ。殺したくないよ。
Armin is my love. Literally, I can't
そればっかりだね。
believe I love him this much as I love him.
What? There's something fucking wrong with them.
That's it. Oh, it's haunted. It's haunted. What? It's haunted.
Milena, zadavi me.
フロック
Fuck. Prije nego što ja vidim ostatak.
あなたはジークの居場所を知っているはずです。
Okay.
そこまで道案内をしてもらいま
Okay,
す。
they don't know where the Zeke is.
我々は君たちと争うつもりはないんだが。
その申し出は断りました。我々は兵団と交渉しない。エレンの判断です。ピクシス司令は我々に島の命運を委ねるような賭けはしない。聞けば何でも答えてくれるほどの親切な部下に見えますか。それかあなたの部下ではないと示すべきでしょうか。そうなる前にご同行を。くそ。
お前はエルディア人に入れ込みすぎだ。いつかこうなる日が来る気がしてな。彼らとの連絡手段を教えなくて正解だった。
フロック、引くんだ。私たちは仲間同士で争い合っている場合じゃない。ジークの脊髄液が混入したワインが兵団内で振る舞われた。まさかあんたたちワインのことを知ってたの？
What a creepy... What?
店内ではお静かにお願いいたします。
What?
先に行くぞ。ああ。
今の声、フロックたちと来た。
話がしたくてな。
Super shit. Ocikla su mi se noge.
What was that? Go back a bit. What was that?
I think I fucking know.
I feel like a lot of I really want to find out what everything behind this outro, because I think it's made like this for a reason.
Oh look, there was some body that went up in flames, but the flames became a tree. And tree is like hopeful.
But it's,
so like, let's say it's something like
no, I would say
like a
it's
sacrifice for the future.
who
I'll
could
get it
have
from the
been.
floor. Why am
No, yeah, it looks like Historia, so that's why I'm confused. I would expect it to be Armin or Falco or somebody like that, because this entire outro is about Falco. So like that's what I would expect, but it has a very long hair.
The fucking strength. It's gonna take me to play episode 14. The fucking strength.
House.
House.
How is that? How to say that word in English?
I mean, house means chaos, but like it doesn't seem right in English. When we say Milena says chaos, she means this was fucking insane.
Yeah.
We took time to collect ourselves.
Yeah,
it
the
doesn't work.
whole fucking episode.
Where do I place this one now? How do I rank episodes? Because this is one of my favorites.
This season has some of my favorite episodes by far. That's for sure. Probably my favorite ones.
I don't know where to go. I don't know what to tell you.
It's always horrible starting these reviews, honestly.
And there's not because like usually we
because
can
it's
start...
it's not like we plan stuff, you know. We plan what to say. We really have no idea.
I think it's obvious we don't plan.
Yeah.
Like maybe we should start like, you know, we pause after we watch
so
and then like we
take
write
notes,
down.
Yeah, to talk about this and this and this. That will maybe probably make our reviews better.
You get this, you know. So just, I'm sorry. Usually, I was like, we usually try to start from things that are easier. There's not a fucking single thing that I could start from.
Well, in this season, I just want to say how much I continued. I loved him before, but
I just knew we were gonna start with him.
Started loving Armin this season. He's definitely top 3 of my favorite kids. I don't know how to place them, but like he's up there, you know? I really fell in love with him in this season, honestly.
I mean,
he has always the thing is, yeah, he has always been like this, but it's harder now. Yeah, and he's still constant and in what he wishes and believes, because like before that they haven't survived what they survive right now. He hasn't killed what the amount of people he has killed right now.
Like in this season, the contrast to Armin is very strong, and Armin is still unshaken in his beliefs. Yeah. And I think it's very hard in this type of a world to be like this. Like, I consider myself a pacifist. I really consider, like, if I had to be like anyone in the show, I would probably most lean towards Armin. But like, I don't even fucking know. Haven't seen all the horror.
Wish to believe
that. Exactly. I want to believe that, but
I think if I had to say to connect myself where I would see myself going, that would be Mikasa probably.
Yeah, maybe.
I would have, like she has Eren, like the people I care about mostly, I would
always protect them the most.
I would always protect them the most. I would not say fuck the rest. I would try to be Armin, but like I would put those people far above anybody else, you know? Yeah. I would say I connect myself the most with her. Like I see myself mostly in her. God knows, maybe I will be Flock. God knows, honestly. I really don't. I think that's impossible.
Like, I can promise you, like, I don't, like, no matter how things turn out, like, I understand how people turn out like Flock. I personally would not.
I agree. I don't know how much I would be able to lose myself, you know?
People like Flock are justifiable because you know that they have gone through things. Like, the first time I ever, like, remembered Flock was in season 3, you know, when they were marching with Eren and all of them died, and Flock was the only one that was left. I mean, that's traumatic.
Yeah.
I don't know what that does to a person.
That's what I always want to say. Like, I don't agree with Flock. I don't agree with anything he's thinking. I don't think I have ever been less connected with the character as much as Flock, you know? But at the same time, I could understand him. I could understand how he ended up here. And I could completely understand how many people, not just him, but like many people would go down that path. And that makes me appreciate Armin much more. Like characters like Armin, let's say, much more. Falco, like Mikasa as well, I mean, you know?
I mean, honestly, all of our children.
I'm putting Armin there because just like
he's the best of all.
The best of all.
Yeah, but like honestly,
it, but, like,
all of them, all of them are just
good. They're just too good.
Let's start from something. I don't fucking know.
Okay,
let's go with
Levi.
Okay.
The show started with that, and I think it's...
What was the first scene?
The first scene was Zeke and Levi, and I think when you know the entire episode, that was the easiest part when you think about it, you know?
True.
My boy.
First I asked for... Zeke. Yeah, you didn't.
First I literally asked 5 seconds before that to give me more Levi and to give me Zeke as well, and they did.
Still the best prediction we ever made.
Levi smiles.
Right before the episode where Levi smiles. Like one episode in all this show, you say... Do you ever think we'll see Levi smile? And that fucking episode, he smiles. That is honestly, we might be psychic.
That's shocking to me. What I love the most in that scene with him and Zeke, we can talk about Zeke later, I'm going to start first with Levi, is when he was asking the questions about what he did with people in the village, how he did that, why he did it, and all of that. And when he said, like, you do something like along the lines, you don't care about people who die. And that's probably my favorite thing about Levi, and has always been, is how much he cares of his like commanders. Is that how it's said? Oh?
Cadets,
is that?
I mean the people who are like under him.
Well, both under him and above him. Doesn't matter. But especially under him, because those are his guys, the guys he trained and all of that, and how much he cares for every single one that died, and many of them died. That's a horrible thing, because in this world almost all of them died, you know?
Levi has always been consistent as well. Much like Armin, he has always been consistent in that his main mission is to save the people around him. Save anyone he can. Like, when he was like with Erwin and following Erwin, like there was a clear divide between the two of them, with Erwin chasing the truth and being willing to sacrifice people for the greater truth. Whereas Levi, he didn't need the truth. He was trying to save the people around him. When Zeke said, yes, the people, I've turned them, whatever, in that place. And he was like, it's not that place. It's this village. That's the name of the village. That's the people you killed. Like, Levi keeps that. Yeah. Levi keeps all the people that have died and uses it as fuel for him to try continuously to save other people. And honestly, I don't know how the boy doesn't give up.
Honestly,
I don't know how he's not completely defeated, because I will be completely defeated. Everyone around you keeps dying. And remember, he even said right before Stasha died, no one die on me.
That's honestly why I love him this much. Yeah. Just because of that.
People always commented, how badass Levi is. Sure, he is great, he's badass.
But both him and Mikasa are very badass, but those are not the qualities.
Those are not the main qualities.
I mean, I love watching them do stuff.
That's always
but
good.
Like, that's fun, interesting to see, but like, that's not why I love them and why I'm connected to them at all.
It's because they care so much about other people, and that's like his main focus.
Continue with that, and Zeke, he asked Zeke, do you feel remorse, regret, something like that, and that was very interesting.
I mean, he said like, you don't feel anything, and then Zeke was like, wow, you must have been really popular, you think you have everyone figured out, basically, like you think you know what's happening in everyone's mind. I mean, for Levi, because like when we watch people or whoever, it's that old saying, you see the world as we are, not as it is. So for Levi, he couldn't imagine someone like, caring and still killing all those people, Whereas like, I believe, again, Zeke grew up in a very different place with very different priorities or whatever. Like for him, I don't think that he doesn't care. I just think that this is the way that he thinks these things work.
And I even think, because of his whole plan and his whole mission, I think he's the type of person that those are casualties that happen in the war. And I'm not saying like he's fine with them, but like
Yeah, he has to accept it.
He has to accept it because it's a part of the bigger
like maybe
picture.
kind of like Erwin. I never thought that Erwin didn't care about people who have died. Like he kept them,
but
like he
cares about
like
the plan.
Like on the road to the bigger picture, you're gonna lose people, and you have to accept it.
In this case, like saving Eldia, you know, and all their people, casualties that happened and people he killed had to happen, but like at the end of the day it's gonna all be worth it. That's how I see kind of see his character.
He's basically, you know, the saying of no time to mourn the flowers when forests are burning.
Yeah.
Again, that's the reason why I appreciate Levi's character so much more, because like I completely understand being like Erwin or like Zeke and thinking they're acceptable casualties to get to the bigger picture. Whereas for Levi, it affects him much more.
Yeah, and for Levi, I don't think he believes any life. I think he believes every life matter, and Zeke and Erwin did as well believe every life matter, but like not as much as the whole picture. And I think for Levi, he believes that every single life matter as much as the whole. Yeah.
Also, this other scene with Levi and mostly Levi was when they came to inform him that like the Jaegerists have taken over basically. Pixies is looking for a way to get someone to eat Eren, and so this was such a good scene where Levi is remembering all the sacrifices and all the lives lost for protecting Eren, because Eren was the hope, and how like useless it seems now because like they want to feed Eren to someone else. Those sacrifices and all the people who died for nothing if we're just gonna do this.
That small detail just shows you that
where his priorities lie. Yeah. I don't think Levi is mad at Eren. I think he's just also I just think he is mad at this whole situation that led to Eren becoming this. Because again, I think there was no way around it. In the previous seasons, I always remember the scene where they were training to see if he could harden. I think there was something like that. And then Eren kept doing it, and he was basically on the floor coughing up blood or something. And then he was like, no, it's fine, I can do it. Like, you know, with no regards for his own life, because I'm sure no one meant to, but Eren had become just a weapon. And that's the way he was treated. I mean, not really treated, everyone still like viewed him as a person, but for Eren, that's what he got from this whole situation, is just to become the thing, just to become a thing, just to become a monster for the rest, to save them. So like, that's why I always say that he didn't have a choice. Like, sure, you have choices, but like having grown up the way that he has grown up, I just think it was inevitable for him to become this. And we can like argue all day and all night if this is like the right thing for Eren to do. Even if he, let's say, knows that this is the only way for him to achieve this, we can still like, we can always say, well, what if we did this? What if this happened? What if this didn't happen? But it's just useless. We are where we are. So that's the scene with Levi. That's it with Levi. I thought it was really good. I'm so happy that we got a bit of him, because we didn't have much of him this season, because again, so much story to cover. We had like we needed to concentrate a lot on the people in Libera. And I mean that was important. So like his story took a back seat, and it's fine. Like depending on the storyline, some characters have to take a back seat. Then the other parts.
Okay, then
Gabby.
Yeah, let's continue just with that whole thing. With Gabby, let's continue with Gabby. I'm honestly so fucking shocked how many people hate Gabby. I'm so fucking shocked. Honestly, I thought I was gonna be able to understand it. Like, I mean, everybody chooses who they love and who they hate and all that, and that's fine in my opinion.
I mean, you don't even have to have a reason.
Yeah,
you don't have to like. If someone wants to find Mikasa annoying, first, how dare you? But like, second, sure you can. Like, you don't have to have a good reason for it.
So like, it is shocking to me. I mean, I understand she did kill Sasha and all of that, but it is shocking to me that this many people find no explanation for her behavior. Yeah. Don't care for her for any reason why she's... And the show is literally spelling and putting it right there in every single
it
episode.
Out in front of you how similar they all are.
Honestly, I thought I thought it's gonna be even harder for me to defend her. Mm-hmm. Like, but the show is doing it about herself.
We don't need to do anything the show is doing.
Yeah, I think Gabby is one of the best characters in this season, by far, if not the best one. Honestly.
I mean, just that story is the best
because
addition
she's really representing how many people are feeling in Libero, but like on a bigger scale, because she is a warrior.
I mean, the show is so clearly paralleling him to Eren.
Yeah.
And like even like just this episode, Armin said like, you remind me of someone I know. We'll get to that. I will. The show is really clearly paralleling them two together to just show you how, depending on what side you started watching, you would, let's say, root for that side. Because I believe me, if we started watching from, let's say, the Libero side, and Gabby was our Eren, and Eren was our Gabby, you will be fucking hating Eren.
But people did hate Eren in the beginning of the show.
Strange.
In that case, I could understand, kinda, but we literally had episodes and episodes shown, explained how the girl grew up and how she feels.
Yeah.
And I think this show is so fucking brilliant. I think what I did in this episode, especially with her having dinner and her seeing Niccolo and all of that happening with Sasha's father, I think that was so fucking brilliant in my opinion.
Oh my god, that whole sequence of events, like,
I don't know where to even start. Let's start with the beginning.
I mean, they came to the place and like Niccolo greeted them and started making food for them.
And I just want to say that this is probably for Gabby the most love, kindness she ever got from anyone. I mean, Marlies have never been nice to her. Like, never. She always tried to prove herself.
Sure, like let's say the guards that Sasha killed, like they did care for her and everything. But like there could never be enough, let's say, kindness to overcompensate for what she has been taught that she is the devil. Like there has never been enough of that.
Exactly. And here she comes into place of the devils that she believes they are, you know. They couldn't be more nice. They literally couldn't be more nice. They're giving her all the best food. They're taking her at all the best places. They're really giving her love, you know. She even trusted Kaya. I don't think she even realizes that she trusts Kaya. She's so convinced still at this point that they are devils.
Yeah.
And then she went to Nicola downstairs to talk to him. And that's again, Gabby we know. And she learned to be, you know. Like the second Nicola was like, did you kill anybody? Yeah. She started bragging about how she did. Because this is a first Marlian. And she used to brag about being such a good soldier.
To be accepted by the Marlians. And there is no, like in her mind, there is no way that this person who has been with the Eldians ever would care for Eldians. There's just her mind doesn't work that way. Like to her it's unbelievable. So that's why she just immediately trusted him and thought that like, oh, he's gonna, you know, be on our side. And so when she said like, oh yes, I killed this person, you know, she thought that this guy would be, you did a good job. And she didn't expect that he was in love with Sasha. Like he was in love with
Falco,
an Eldian.
of course, because Falco notices everything, immediately saw Nicola's face, tried to actually stop Gabby from doing whatever she was doing, and she was literally just bragging about how she did that, how she murdered Sasha.
I mean, Nicolo had a very human reaction.
What I want to say, just a second. Nicola is literally what I think the audience should be. They should first.
Yeah, you
that's
act
what I would expect.
Out on your emotions in the second, and then because, you realize you just hurt a child.
Exactly.
You just
that's what I would expect. That's why I'm so fucking confused that so many people are constantly hating her. Just like, because like that's what I would expect.
Because time has passed.
Yeah.
Like it's been what, a year since that episode aired. Time has passed.
Exactly.
How do you, like, in retrospect, how do you, like, fine, you can still hate Gabby because she killed your favorite character. That's perfectly fine. But how do you not understand? I have seen people comment why Gabby is not to be understood. How she is much worse than anyone else. Much worse than, like, any of our guys were. And I'm just like, I'm reading that and, like, if I think you are making a good point, I will alter my opinion based on new information that I'm presented with. There's not been a fucking single thing that I read there that I was like, yeah, sure. No.
Exactly, especially because show is literally showing you that
she is the product of her fucking environment, much like everyone else here.
And that...
much like Eren. We're looking at Eren being this. Just because, like, what else could he have been at the end of the day? And there's no saving Eren. There's no saving Eren, which is why I really hope that we can save Gabby. I want the show to balance it out a bit. Because Eren is such a tragedy to me. Like, he is the most tragic thing I've watched ever, maybe. Gabby is going down the path that Eren maybe went down on. I want them to be able to stop her. Like, I want something out of this. because Eren is not coming out of this alive. I just think, my point is, I feel bad for the people who just hate her and like can't see anything else, just because I think they are missing on a great part of the storyline.
And I even heard that like a lot of people were happy when people started beating Gabby in like the episode where she shot Sasha and all that. Nicola presents the reaction that I would expect. First, you want to kill her, you want to murder her because she killed the person you love, you know?
Yeah.
But again, then you realize, what the fuck am I doing? She's a fucking child.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to sit there and try to understand her. No need for that, you know? But a fucking child.
I also saw people who are like, she's not a child, she's a trained warrior, you know, she's already been in war.
10-year-old!
What do you
Fucking
mean?
10-year-old!
What do you mean?
No
Like, oh, she's a fucking child soldier.
Okay.
And that whole scene again. Of course, fucking Falco, just the best person that has ever been fucking born, pushes Gabby away and gets the hit. And you better have fucking cleaned out his mouth.
I don't know. I don't think so either.
I think the first time I saw him, I thought he was the type of person that dies. And honestly, all of the outro is about him and kind of him letting go of the bird.
I mean, Zeke still have to turn them into Titans.
Well, yes, but he's gonna turn it. Like, why wouldn't he?
Well, he cares about Falco.
I believe that, but still, for the greater picture, Falco's gonna be sacrificed.
That's the thing that no greater picture. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I couldn't. I could not be in that fucking position.
I would,
because like I understand that like sometimes like casualties are inevitable. I could not fucking do this thing.
That's why it's so interesting, in my opinion, the whole Eren thing, because like the scene you're mentioning constantly when John said like
is it worth it?
Like even if he becomes a monster, even if he in my opinion, even if he saves them, like let's say that's the plan, he's gonna save Armin and Mikasa, all the people that had died, all the children that had died, is it worth it? I have no idea, you know.
But that's the thing,
even if you stop the war, you know.
But that's the thing I think the show really hones on, is how just the amount of tragedy that is in wars and how pointless it all is at the end of the day. How many people just die on all sides that could have lived and should have lived, and how pointless it all feels. And like there's no way for any of this to be like even when you finish the show, there's no way that you would think, oh well, yes, all these people died and now we have peace, because still at the end of the day it's like it shouldn't have gone like this, you know. But again, it's kind of inevitable as long as humans exist. We're speaking of someone who has grown up in the Balkans in the 90s. Having grown up here, it's even more palpable to us just the amount of unnecessary hate and destruction that has happened. I think the point of the show is to drive that down, that this entire thing is just a tragedy. People like Eren could have grown up. Eren is a good person. Eren is a kind person. And people like Eren could have grown up and just lived a happy life. And now he has never been given a chance to, because of everything. And so again, I just hope that Gabby gets to. I think Falco dies. I just think Falco dies and Gabby lives. That might be the last thing to push Gabby towards, let's say, salvation. Which is just gonna be so sad, because Falco doesn't deserve to die. But this show really heavily foreshadows, like Rainer told me, you have to save Gabby. Like they were talking about being the warrior, but like in the grand scheme of things, they have been talking about like you have to save her, and that boy is doing everything he can. I just think that the final thing that's gonna save her is losing him, and maybe kind of like Kaya wanting to be a person like him, wanting to honor his memory.
That's so fucking sad.
I can't, like, because that boy deserves, like, if anyone fucking deserves to live, it's him. But like at the end of the day, it's not really about what you deserve or not. Like, you get what you get. But I feel like the show might be going down that road. And I don't know if it's gonna be, if Falco dies by becoming a Titan. Is that, like, better? Because, like, he's gonna know that he is gonna die at any point when he turns. Like...
How is it then?
Because he knows. What? Because, like, they can say goodbye. Is it worse?
I can't see that's... Any type of that, I can't say that is better, and especially not dying, becoming a Titan. That's probably the worst thing that could possibly happen, in my opinion.
I don't know.
Dying by becoming a Titan. And not being able to do anything about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to find silver linings.
Yeah. So those people who, why is he trying to turn them? Is it because he wants to try for founding Titan to control them?
Well, I mean, yes, he's gonna control them, but like they're all against them. They're all against Eren and Zeke, and so I think they need to get rid of them.
There's a million people who are also against them.
Well, no, you need to take out the people in charge, like the main people's in charge. And I mean, honestly, I think public opinion is on their side.
Yeah.
So like if you take
or
out...
at least the people we saw.
Yeah. No, they just have to get rid of them. To continue on the scene with Gabby and everyone else, one of like the more impactful things in that scene has been Sasha's father. I mean, you knew like from the second that Nicola was like, kill her. You just knew. I mean, with the brief time that we have spent with her father, you just know the type of man that he is. I was just like waiting for him to take the knife and like say something.
But I just loved his facial expression when he heard what Gabby did, and while Gabby was talking about being devils and all of that, and yet he offered her only like kindness and all of that. Even if I didn't know him before that was the moment I would be 100% sure that he's just gonna take the knife and throw it away, because like you can see, just like he could understand it of the horror this little girl has survived.
She told him like, I killed her. She killed someone I love. I took away someone you love. She killed someone I love. Like, how do you even fucking argue any of that? Like, it's just, the whole thing is a tragedy. Sasha's father saw that, and like, it should be even harder for him because he's the person that lost his daughter. Like, it would be perfectly understandable for him to completely lose it if he wanted to. And yet, that man... Again, it's exactly what I expected from him. Like, he started talking about how Sasha went into the woods to hunt for food because that's the way to survive. That's the title of the episode, Children of the Forest. I can't even fucking cry. How they sent children to the woods to survive. And that's like basically how Gabby is as well. Like, she has been sent to the fucking wolves to try to survive. You have gone into the forest, and of course there's always a possibility for you to die because you have entered this world. And he said, like, what we need to do, what we should do as people is try to save our children from ever having to enter the forest. Like, we should take it on ourselves.
The grown-ups should stop that cycle of sending our kids to become these people who are able to die.
That's very impactful for the show because everyone that we have, all of our children are children. They're all children that have grown up way too fucking fast. It never should have happened. And the best we can do now is try to save the future generations from having to do this. God, it killed me when Gabby was like, so you don't hate me. That's all she has experienced in life. Just hatred from everyone.
And this man, you can see that she cares if she hates her or not. Yeah. And this man, she killed his fucking daughter, and he's still not showing her hate, Yeah. He's still showing her kindness.
That is the way to stop the cycle.
Yeah.
Because they could have easily killed her, hated her, whatever, because she has done this thing. But they didn't. They chose to save her. Like, I love all my kids who entered there, and they have all lost Sasha. She was a part of their family. Yeah. Every single one of them was like, stop, what are you doing? Mikasa came there and she's like, are you okay?
Yeah.
She saved her life. And Mikasa, who spent days crying at the grave of Sasha, is the person that like stopped Kaya from hurting her. And that's how you fucking stop it. By showing kindness. By stopping the cycle that you know was just inevitable. Like Sasha killed the person that this girl loved.
Showing that example to also Kaya, who reacted the way many of people would, and many of our children.
Of course, it's understandable. She's a child.
Exactly,
and like,
but you show her that that's not the way that she should do it.
She said, like, I want to be more like Sasha. And like, of course, when emotions take over, it's a person that you love, and like you see someone who has killed her.
And even it's worse because you try to help that person a second ago.
But again, because Kaya is a child, you stop her. And like, you stop her entering that forest.
It's understandable. It's completely understandable.
Yeah.
But like, just like you said, you stop her from doing that. You explain to her that that's not the way.
You stop her from ruining herself. And I think what a great way to honor Sasha's character. by having this storyline.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm even surprised with how much they honored Sasha's character.
Yeah.
I can't say I expected that. I can't say that's gonna be focused on in so many episodes. You know, like just that girl felt has left such an impact on so many lives. You know,
like the show could have just killed one of our guys and then
nothing.
They didn't have to do this. Like they didn't have to, but it was so much more impactful that they used her death for something good.
Because
for
she was
something
a
good
fucking
to come
kind
out of
person.
it.
She's a fucking good person, you know?
Yes, a person who helped. Yeah. And so the best way to honor her is to help someone else.
I honestly, let me just tell this, I guess I'm not gonna get it, but what I want the most at the end of this show is for Armin, for them to somehow find a way for Armin not to die. If they're gonna kill Falco, please. Do you think there is not a possibility for that? I mean,
if there's some justice in the world.
Please, just... He is the only one.
You know why I'm holding on to Armin, maybe... But how does it work? Yeah. But like, just because he is the one that's telling this whole thing. Just because he is the one that's talking us through this show.
I don't know. But if anybody could actually stop this cycle, it could only be a person like him. Who's gonna continue everything with a fucking kindness.
Often I read about people, I don't know how you don't, I don't know how I do, I don't know how I see those comments, but like people saying something along the lines that Armin is like useless because he keeps wanting to find a way to like talk things out and people thinks it's useless. And look, sometimes maybe it is, but I would always choose a person whose first instinct is any other way, like trying everything else until you have to resort to violence.
Honestly,
I would choose him any day.
Honestly, I'm very grateful. I have never in my life read a comment that is against Armin, because that is the only thing I would 100% disagree with. It's never useless. Like, it's never useless, even if it doesn't work.
Yeah.
How can kindness be ever useless? Then like we're all fucked, honestly. I
remember like even early on while we were watching seasons 1 or 2 or 3 or something like that, how many times I've read that people say like, oh, I forgot how annoying Eren was in the first few seasons, like now he's good. Now he's good.
What do you mean?
Now he's good.
You should now cry that this is where he ended up. You know, that's what you should think at this point. That it's so fucking unfair. Not that now he's good. What he's doing is not good. You know,
like where he is mentally is just the worst fucking place you could possibly be in. I have also I've seen people joke about Chad, Eren and his 8-pack. And I'm just like thinking, that fucking 8-pack is built on trauma and tears. I can't even fucking see it just looking to his eyes that are dead inside. Like, that's all I see. It's just such a tremendous amount of sadness that I feel every time I see him. And yet, again, he's being led by love. However dead he looks inside. However much he has killed himself inside. He hasn't even fucking killed himself inside. The second that he learned that Sasha is dead, the boy is like fucking on the brink of a nervous breakdown. What a brink. He is, this is the middle of a nervous breakdown. But yet he has not lost it. I don't know how to explain it. He has not lost it.
What do you think people think about Eren? I read hatred towards Rainer, 100%. I read that, even now. But towards Eren, I have not. I don't think I did.
Which is funny. How is Rainer? How is Rainer the hill you fucking die on? With everything in this show, how's Rainer the one?
Because in my mind,
they're similar. The way my mind works is if you hate one, you have to hate all of them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because everything is honestly, that's how my mind works. Again, you can do whatever you want. Like, people choose sides. I think also a lot of people, the way they watch shows... I think it would be
easier for us to choose sides.
Oh my god, I would fucking love if I had... But then also the show would not be as impactful. I have been seeing, and I don't know what people mean when they write that, but I have been seeing a lot of team Jägerist. What does that mean?
What do you mean? It's so fucking...
Well, are they for the fucking new Eldian Empire? Or are they just saying Team Jäger because they're on Eren's side? Because I don't think that's the same thing.
No, I just think they are on people on Paradise side. They're like...
But what does that mean? People on Paradise are not fucking on the same side.
Technically, they are.
No, they're not.
Like, the public wants Eren to go to save them. Jaegerists believe that Eren is the one who's gonna save them. Jaegerists don't fucking care what Eren is gonna do to save them, because that all makes perfect sense, because what they because we survived enough, we have to fight and take revenge, you know?
So it's about revenge. So like
it's about being free, in my opinion.
Well, yes, but like by the means of taking revenge on other people and building an empire.
The part about building an empire, I have no idea.
When people, I just want like someone who says Team Jaegerist, can someone tell me, what do you mean? I don't think that's Team Eren. I just don't think Eren is Team Jaegerist. You know what I mean? They use his name, but I don't think he's with them. I don't think he wants... Nothing. There's no way that Eren wants revenge or New Eldian Empire.
Eren, a season ago, would be Team Jaegerist. You know? Like, Eren season ago has been led by anger. Has been led by...
like before he knew everything?
Yeah, season ago. Like before season 4.
But none of them have that luxury. They all know.
What do you mean?
Like, everyone, Jaegerists, know. Like, they know what Eren knows. I mean... No one knows exactly what Eren knows, but like they know the history.
What does that mean?
Like they know that, let's say their like Eldians have ruled and then Marleys took over or
again,
whatever.
I have no idea. This entire time I'm talking about that, meaning they just want revenge, but not like we're gonna torture you after that. That's the thing that I don't understand either. Yes. I could never understand that part.
That's why they say New Eldian Empire.
Okay, I finally have someone to hate in this show.
A mystery to me. Like, I just really need to... I just need an explanation what people say Team Jaegerist. What does that mean? What do you mean? What team? Is that Team Flock? Because, to me, you have Flock, you have Eren, and you have our guys.
Exactly.
And Eren's like kind of here. Yeah. I mean, again, I'm using Flock because I don't know anyone else in that group, but I'm using Flock. Yeah. And Eren is not there. So, like, what do you mean? When you say Team Jaegerist.
Well, then they're Team Jaegerist.
Because, like, I understand... Well, yes, exactly.
That's
because, like...
fine. It is well. I mean, but I'm shocked. I'm shocked that Team... I'm shocked that Jaegerist exists.
I'm not shocked. So I was, like, thinking about it. Just, like, watching things, like, in real world. Like, I can just tell you, like, from our perspective.
That's
having lived here. How much... also hate gets passed down. I easily could believe that the right-winged people in this country would be of the same mindset as Flock. Easily.
That's still so fucking shocking to me.
Well, I mean, like, of course, because we are not the way our brain works.
Thank God I don't know those people, honestly.
I mean, of course.
Thank fucking God. I still don't change my mind. That's so fucking shocking that those people exist and that people like that exist, because that's so fucking far from my opinion and from my point of view.
Yes,
like
but
those two things can't even, you know,
exist.
Have me and them have nothing in common.
Yeah, the things that Flock has seen and witnessed, it is understandable how now his approach is revenge, and that he doesn't care about the casualties. It's not far-fetched. It's expected. But I just don't think, again, I don't think the Jaegerists and Eren's goals align at all. Well, that's the hill I'm ready to die on.
Well, if Eren doesn't want to build an Eldian empire that's going to rule over the world. Mm-mm. I can't believe that that's lost on somebody. That Eren doesn't want. I'm going to be shocked.
It's not lost on someone.
I just really
hope
I don't think that's lost on anybody, honestly.
I hope so.
That's going to be shocking to me if that's lost. If anybody thinks that what Eren is now doing is building an Eldian empire that's going to rule over other people.
Yeah.
Shocking. Honestly, fucking shocking.
Yeah.
57 minutes. I thank God I'm not editing this. Thank God I'm not editing. I could cry right now of happiness, honestly.
And I still have more to say. Last scene. We haven't fucking came to that place.
What
first,
are we talking about?
Let me just, again, first Armin, he's the best thing that ever existed.
I can't. I love Armin alone,
I love him
Gabby
so
was
like,
much.
You know, you're gonna kill me. And Armin's like, I'm not gonna kill you. And then Gabby says, okay, but you want to kill me. Like, you would expect, that would be the most normal thing. Like, I'm not gonna kill you because I'm not gonna cross that boundary, but I do hate you because you did this. And Armin's like, no, I don't want to kill you at all. I don't want to kill you. Like, I understand you and you remind me of someone I know. Or someone I fucking knew. And I don't want to talk. I didn't even fucking register Eren. I didn't even fucking register the boy because I was looking down or something.
He came unexpectedly. He literally came like nothing is happening.
It's the same thing like Rainer and Bert said that they're colossal and armored. It just fucking happened like it's nothing. No one fucking warned me about it.
This is exactly when I saw his hand. I mean, I clicked later that he cut his hand. It is exactly the thing that I expected to happen from their scene. I have no idea how that scene is gonna turn out. Eren is not gonna show any emotion, but I'm gonna be shocked if he is able to not show any emotion, you know? I have no idea how that scene is gonna turn out, you know?
I just think... No, I feel like I have a clear picture in my mind of how that scene goes, and I don't want to watch it. I think Eren is gonna be like completely cold, dead inside.
I mean, because, that's why he cut himself. He's there basically to threaten. To threaten them. I can turn at any point. Someone, I can turn at any point. I don't care enough not to turn, so you have to listen to me.
Yeah, I mean that's what he thinks they will think, but like, it's gonna be a cold fucking day in hell for anyone to convince me that Eren would like sacrifice them. I just think Eren is gonna completely go with the facade that he is heartless, basically, because again, it's that determination that moves him, and that determination is to save them. So he's not gonna falter on that. He's not gonna let anything compromise his plan of saving them.
Because if they found out his true plan, and if they found out that he's gonna
I love how we keep talking about his true plan like we know it's his true plan. There's nothing else coming to mind.
If they found out that he's basically gonna die at the end of this, you know, try to save them, they would stop him. They would do anything to stop him, and that is his plan that immediately, you know, down the drain. From everything we have seen, I feel like this is gonna be the hardest thing Eren is gonna do, you know. Be completely shut down from them. Like, you know, when he's talking to them, they have always been able to get through him, and that's what they're constantly trying to do, even though I don't think they truly believe they're gonna succeed. But even in the previous episode, when they were trying to get Zachary to let them meet, they're literally desperate, doing anything just to try to talk to him, to make him explain everything to them, you know.
I think it's such a tragedy that we're never gonna get. Maybe while Eren is dying, but otherwise, we're never gonna get a scene between them that is them.
I think we'll get it.
Maybe only when Eren is dying.
Yeah, I think we'll get it.
And I wish someone kills me instead.
But I think that's better than not having the scene.
I mean, sure, yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if the thing that we think is gonna happen and there are guys that are gonna kill Eren and all of that, they're gonna know the truth. They're gonna know why Eren did that and that and that. And I think that's much better than not knowing the truth this entire time, you know?
Yeah, but what a tragedy, because let's say first they think they have lost their friend, like, that he just doesn't care anymore and everything, and then to learn, let's say after he dies, that everything that he did was because of you and to save you. How do you, I don't know, like,
but I still
think like he loved you so much, yes, but like he loved you so much and wanted to protect you, and you lost him, but you didn't even have him for such a long time because he needed to get this done. People, if I survive the ending of this show, no, I won't. Literally fucking therapy after this. I'm starting to not even be able to get through a review without crying, so let's just stop. Just one brief thing, but like the second that like they were talking, Armin and Mikasa and Gabby was there, I'm just like thinking, this is baby Eren. Like, this is baby Eren in front of you. So please save her. I can't emphasize how sad I will be if she dies, because it also then seems pointless.
No, I don't think she's gonna.
Right? Falco's gonna be enough. I feel like I'm mentally preparing myself for Falco. And it's such a tragedy and it doesn't deserve to be done. But like, Gabby represents a person who has also been grown up, who has also been raised on anger and hatred. And if she could turn, if she could change, then everyone can also change. And then there is hope for humanity. So she represents that. And I don't think we should kill that. Please.
And hour and 5 minutes long.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys, for watching.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. Bye.